Good evening, America. It is now.
Look at the deer and deer.
Look at the deer?
Yeah.
What deer?
They just went in the woods.
Yeah, up too late to have it?
Nah.
Okay, you distracted me. Anyway, one day before Election Day is the 7th of November. Get out there and vote!
Better.
So who are we voting for?
Freedom.
Freedom.
Justice.
Justice. Civility.
Speech. And guns.
Guns. We're voting for it all. You know, last video we made, there was a statement that we made about chicanery being on the ballot, and then it came to my attention that the position for the justices, yeah, it was nonpartisan on the ballot, and I was like, okay, hopefully I just didn't pay attention to that, and that there was no switching of the parties to try to trick anybody into voting for Democrat versus Republican or whatever the case was. But then I looked to it, found further research. I'm seeing in North Carolina is one of those states where they're not able to, on the ballot, to put their party affiliation.
Well, it's supposed to be because they're supposed to be nonpartisan.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the case. As the judge, yeah, they're supposed to be nonpartisan, right? So why is the Supreme Court justice such a big position? To fill, because they're supposed, whoever becomes president, they're gonna be able to appoint, well, how many? 8, I think it is.
I think it's 8
Supreme Court justices. So that's a big, deal, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, our Second Amendment rights only holding on by
a thread. So they have a lot of pull there, right?
Since Scalia dead.
Yeah, exactly. So they have a lot of pull. So even at the associate level, I don't know the full job description of them, but I figured that might be pretty important. So I looked into the guys. What was it? I think Robert Edmonds and Mike something.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah. Anyway, Edmonds was the Republican, and Mike he was Democrat. So I looked those up, and still, like I said, all the Republicans were first in line, and then we get to that specific position there, and of course there is none, because North Carolina is one of those states where they're not be able to put their party affiliation for that position. Obviously, in some states they can, I think, but in North Carolina is one where they can't. And yeah, so they switched the Democrat and put them at the top, and there's no way to tell, obviously, and they put the Republican at the bottom. And it's supposed to be nonpartisan, but you still have your views and your opinions as an individual, as a person. And I think that can affect some way, affect the ties of how people look at different things and views of the Constitution, especially.
Yeah. All it leads up to is up to us to be informed about.
Yeah, you got to look at, no matter.
That's really what's important.
Not just your presidential candidate, but also other different candidates as well for different positions on the local level. That's a big thing on the local level. So yeah, just for future reference, like I said, this is my first time really voting, because last election with Obama in 2012, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just voting based off of color. So yeah, big mistake. Big mistake.
Exactly.
Huge mistake. Some people don't, still like to back Obama up, but no, he's got to be one of the top 10 worst presidents for the economy. But yeah. What's the
stuff that's going on? I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. So
yeah, get out there and vote, and not just based off Democrats. Even if you just look at the political platform, even if you're not informed about anything, just look at the platform of especially for those who consider themselves Christians out there. Just look at the platform of the parties, and you'll pretty much be able to figure what's best and what's not. Because a lot of people like to say, especially Christians, say, "Oh, I'm going to pray about it, and He's going to lead me the right way." So has He been leading you to vote for parties that's against everything that you believe in, supposedly, all these years? I don't think so. So yeah, let's do a little bit better job of researching that, so we can get out there and make better, educated decisions on who we're voting for. One thing that stood out to me, I read the scriptures. I read the Bible. That's basic instruction before leaving Earth, right? So one thing that stood out to me. What president would this be? 45th, right? President of the United States of America. Yeah, 45th president of the USA. Now, I looked into Isaiah chapter 45. It really stood out to me. In that chapter, there is a king. It's a Persian king. And God pretty much poured out his spirit upon him to pretty much help his people out, help the Israelites out, bring them out of captivity and just rebuild the kingdom there. So if he can do that, what was his name? Cyrus or something like that is a Persian king. Yeah. But anyway, Cyrus, he was a pagan. He was a pagan king. The scripture say he didn't even know God. He didn't even know God, but God still poured his spirit out upon him. So that kind of lets me know 45th president, a guy who people, just because of based off what he's saying, people don't really like, so they peg him as a, some evil guy or whatnot. But if he can pour his spirit out upon an individual to help his people out and bring them back up and help them rebuild and everything, why can't he do that today? Still a possibility. Although we may not like the things that the man says. So yeah, look at that platform, look at some of those things, and if you are Christian, look at the scriptures. They kind of pretty much, nothing's doing in the sun. So yeah.
I don't know, I still got a thing with quote unquote black people voting Democrats still.
After all
the stuff that the Democratic Party has done to us as black people.
Yeah.
I love to throw that around.
But they've done they've done a lot for us though, right? That's the
and what has it turned us into?
What has it turned us into? We are grown. Our communities are booming. We've been able to walk up that platform and become the president of the United States of America. We can achieve anything.
We can, but we always had the ability to do. Well, now I ain't gonna say always, but yeah, and but recent past, we've had the ability to do that.
Yeah, but because of the Democratic Party, right?
But no, no, not at all. The illusion has been painted that it was because of the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
But the only reason the bills even got signed in the first place was because of the Republican Party. They got signed under a Democratic president, yeah. They got signed under Johnson, but I mean, all the work had all been laid out, and they figured we can't stop them now anyway. So might as well just let them vote and just use them to keep us in power and give them enough stuff just to keep them happy and keep them out shit.
So give them stuff, yeah, and that's what created the illusion
welfare
of
state.
Them giving us stuff,
yeah.
Right?
The Democratic Party gonna do stuff for us. Of course they're gonna do something for you because they want you to vote for them every 4 years.
So that's where the mindset, I guess, of it's better to have someone who's gonna do something for you, versus someone who's gonna hurt you and not do nothing for you.
What is the stuff that they've given us? What has it done for us? It made us lazy, it made us dependent on just like the Indians back in the day. When they took the Indians, they put them on reservations. And what did reservations do? What they got on reservations? Government help, that's it. And they live off the government. That's all they do.
True.
It made them dependent on, and what party did that? The Democrats again.
So it seems like they've always had a long history of duping people, basically.
Yeah, it's a real deeper story to that, but I mean, people don't want to look into that. But it was a party switch. No,
a party switch.
No, that was an illusion.
So a party switch. So that means that the party switched over from what, doing good to doing bad, or doing bad to doing good.
The Democrats was the racist party, but they switched, and now they're the party they help us. No.
So there are those who know a little history and believe that they were bad, but then became good.
Yeah, that's the story. That's the one other.
But even still, even if they believe that they became good, they would know that they were once bad.
No,
so how do they think that they would switch? Because of things like welfare and government help?
That's my belief that that's what they think.
Even though that ends up hindering us more so than helping us, because the facts are proving that.
I believe that, it's just my belief now, that each man and each woman has the right and the ability to help themselves grow without the overreaching hand of the government.
And that's never what America was created off of anyway, though. I mean, government should work for us, right?
Exactly.
That was the whole point of government, to work for us.
Should be under the government.
Yeah.
Big government is always
that, and that was my
Democrats offer
and
big
it's getting
government,
worse.
and I refuse to believe it.
It's getting a lot worse.
I refuse to support that.
Obama's whole thing is under Obama. You know, we're gonna increase or decrease the the premiums and stuff by each family by what, $2,500 or something like that. And that didn't happen. The exact opposite happens. Under Obama, you know, healthcare is going to be affordable for each and every family. That didn't happen. I mean, Obamacare, it's kind of arrogant. You know, they're getting real arrogant. And politicians in general are getting real arrogant. So, it's a nice refresher to have someone there who's not a career politician.
And like we said in our first video, we don't agree with everything the man says.
No, of course not.
I mean, you got kids, just close ears. I mean, the whole grabbing them,
Grab him by the
thing, that was kind of vulgar and junk. I mean, but what guy hasn't said stuff like that?
Exactly. I mean, both. If you're judging by that, then you're not gonna vote at all. Because now the candidate is good. I mean, you look at now today, I've seen that Hillary Clinton had a Jay-Z concert put up in Cleveland, Ohio. This Jay-Z concert. You got Jay-Z, Beyonce, Big Sean, Chance the Rapper, J. Cole, and they're performing their songs, and those lyrics are horrible. Objectifying women. I mean, downgrading them, calling them out their name. Talking about drugging them up, date raping them and stuff. Really? And then they throwing up their little signs and stuff or whatnot for their, I don't know. I ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But yeah. But then we introduced Hillary Clinton. Oh, vote! I'm with her. After y'all just did all this stuff, but Donald Trump is like bashed in the media for weeks and weeks at a time for saying one word that people don't agree with 11 years ago.
Look at her track record and really think, do you really want her in the White House?
Exactly.
Do you really want to, or are you just voting because your mama voted Democrat and your daddy voted Democrat and they pass it on to you?
Yeah.
So you just got groupthink going on.
Mm-hmm.
You're just doing it because everybody else doing it. But that's usually what I found out why black people still vote Democrat.
Exactly. Democrats have a long history. We don't even have time to make one video about it. I encourage everyone to watch
Hillary's America.
Hillary's America
by
Dinesh
I just
D'Souza.
watched that last
Very
night.
interesting movie, very informative movie. Yeah, so Dinesh D'Souza.
Anybody
Hillary's America.
that's really thinking about voting Democrat, watch that movie. It's a little late in the
Yeah,
game.
it is late in the game for us to be talking about that.
But still, either way.
We just want to get this out since this is the last day. We want to put a little video out, you know, just for those who are on the fence, you know, need a little guidance or encouragement or whatever. See, I'm not ashamed at all to say I voted Donald Trump the other day. So
oh heck yeah,
I'm 100% fine with that. I feel no wavering in my spirit at all for a decision I made. So, because I made an informed decision, an educated decision, and I feel 100% okay with it. So you should be okay going to the polls too. You shouldn't feel bad having a Trump sign outside your house. You shouldn't feel bad saying who you vote for. That's another thing. Over in the past, you know, people just been kind of timid about who they vote for, except for the last election with Obama, because everybody was just like, oh yeah, first black president. I don't care. He's black. Of course I'm voting for him. I don't have any shame about saying that. And you should be more ashamed about saying that you're going to vote for him than DT, to be honest. Really.
So yeah, I mean, America, you have freedoms, you have certain rights that the government should not be able to touch. Should not be able to touch. Now, my opinion is the Democrats want those freedoms to go away.
Of course.
And the Republicans, I mean, you got some of the elite Republicans that want those freedoms to go away. But as a whole, I mean, they ain't, to me, it's not as bad as Democrats. Now,
Yeah,
I don't trust
history repeats
either
itself.
party like 100%. But lesser two evils is the Republican Party to me.
Yeah.
that's my reality.
And of course, we would like to see other third parties and things like that. But this election is all coming down to the man who's not a career politician.
Yeah. who doesn't want to erase everything.
Who feels that
we
his
have.
views more line up with the Republican Party, which is why he chose to go with the Republican Party. And not saying that he will uphold everything that he says he will stand by, but
we have a better chance.
we have a better chance.
We have a better chance.
And
with
that's
Trump in the
all
seat.
we're working for now is a chance.
So yeah, I mean,
Chance for the possibility
I
of
guess the
change.
biggest question is what does America mean to you? What
Values.
what values do you hold close to your heart? What do you find important in America? Do you find the freedoms important? If not, do you feel like the government should tell you what to do all the time? Do you feel like the government should have the right to rule over you? If you think that, hey, all day long, vote for Hillary. Hey, that's your choice. And if you look at all this stuff and you still want to vote for Hillary, that's your choice, and I respect that. Hey, what can I say? That's your choice. You made that decision, and that's your decision. That's freedom. You can do what you want. You can vote for who you want to vote for.
But don't vote blindly.
That's the thing.
Know what you're voting for. Know who you're supporting and why you're supporting. Who you're supporting. And why they believe in what they believe in. If they believe in anything at all. So, yeah. Check them out. Look at their platform. Do the background searches and things before you go out to polls. And do your research on your party that you're affiliated with.
Please do.
So, signing out. Wasn't supposed to be that long. We're just supposed to be doing a little short video, but yeah, we get it talking and we can go,
You know how we do.
go.
Everybody
So,
know how we do.
yeah, remember, even after this election, you're gonna have to continue to fight for the Constitution because things are gonna be going on regardless of who becomes the president of the United States of America. Life goes on. All right, so continue to fight for the Constitution
With these, so that hopefully
prayerfully.
we will never have to use these. Peace.
Deuces.